We live
on the East Coast. East Coast.
You can't talk.
I already had breakfast and I have not brushed my teeth today.
Yeah, I've
It's a
had,
Saturday.
dude. I'm turned into a child. I've had 2 cookies for breakfast, and that's about it today.
What kind of cookies?
Just a chocolate chip and an M&M.
Like a single M&M or an M&M cookie?
An M&M cookie.
Wow, that was your breakfast?
So far, yeah. I woke up and I still had cookies left, so I ate 2 cookies and went to the dog park.
Hey, I'm not mad at that at all. It's Saturday, dude.
It's
You can
adulting. I was like, I don't want to cook. I need to get this dog out. I got stuff to do.
I'm gonna eat some cookies.
Yeah, let's go.
Cookie Monster.
Dude,
what?
when are you moving? I thought you were moving.
Well, I called the landlord today, and I guess the dude still doesn't have his stuff moved out of there. So,
bro,
I know. I'm just waiting on him to move his stuff out, and then I can move my stuff in.
Damn, tell the landlord to tell the guy to speed it up, or he's throwing his stuff out, or keep it.
Yeah, I was like, let me see what's in there. I need a bigger TV.
Yeah. I mean, you got 2 50 inches?
No, I got one 32-inch. And dude, it's so funny because the TV looks so small on this wall that I have right here because the ceilings are so high. It looks like a little kid's TV.
But it's 32 inches.
Yeah, but the one in my bedroom is like a 50 something.
Oh, you put the big one in here. Why wouldn't you just put the small one in your room and put the big one in the living room?
Because I like to lay in bed and watch. Because I have my Apple TV hooked up out here, which still has like Netflix and stuff like that. But that one in there, it's just all in the TV. So instead of having, because there's no room for like a shelf in there for me to like put the Apple TV on, but that one's just a smart TV, so it's all built in. So I'm not kicking wires and shit.
That's your Christmas gift. You got to get yourself a new TV.
Dude, I would love to get a new TV. I've never really cared about TV like that, but like I feel like now I just want like a big ass
like 70-inch TV.
Yeah, dude. Like you talk into the remote and shit.
God, things that we get excited about as we get older.
I know. Like I said, I've never been into like TVs like that. Really, it's like okay, cool. But now I want like a home entertainment big ass TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that we're into the NFL, or I'm into the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to see that HD.
Yeah, I need to watch all 8 games on the NFL Red Zone or whatever.
Dude, the Red Zone is clutch. If you are a football fan, he said, use my Best Buy account and get a TV. What is that? What does that mean? Best Buy account? Is that like a discount? Oh.
I'm assuming.
Okay.
Bobby. Dude, I didn't know Bobby worked at a pie factory, by the way.
How? How did you not know?
Well, I guess I wouldn't know that. I thought he was like a mechanic for some reason.
A mechanic? That dude can't screw in a light bulb.
Yo, he works at a pie factory, and I was like, yo, I need to come visit and taste some of those pies.
Dude, yeah, I used to work at that pie factory.
Nice. Is it just pecan pie, or do they make other pies?
They make other pies. It's mostly pecan.
And I'm assuming it's like a national brand, like.
Yeah, so it's called Fields Pies, and they now make like Marie Callender pies. I believe. I mean, I haven't been there in a long time, so I might be talking out of my ass. But whenever the last time I was there, we were doing Marie Callender pies. So, like, if you go to the grocery store and go to like the frozen pie section and find a Marie Callender frozen pie
coming from Oklahoma,
Bobby's had his snotty fingers all over that pie.
Yeah, gross. Gross.
But it's kind of cool. We were in the store the other day, and I went to the frozen food section just to see if we had them here. And I like pulled one out, and I was like explaining to her. I was like, "Yeah, this came from literally my hometown." I was like, "Bobby probably touched this at some point."
So is he just like a manager?
Yeah, he walks around and kicks everyone in the ass and makes sure they're doing their job.
Oh, my brother's talking shit.
They just sent me the money. What? Hey guys, how are you doing? They just send me the money already, and you guys are gonna lose. They just no. It's
Dude,
not. You're not.
cool.
I'm gonna win this thing.
Can we talk about fantasy football for a quick second?
I would
Can we
love
talk-
to.
Can we talk about your family for a second? Because
My family?
there's 6 of us in here in this league,
Mhm.
and 4 of them are related to you in some capacity. So your family.
I mean, that's a kind of sure. We'll go with it.
Bobby's related to you.
Yeah.
And Bobby and the memes, Freddie and Ricardo
The
are married.
memes.
The memes.
The Miaves.
Oh, they're married into Bobby's family.
It's all connected somehow.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, anyways, Freddie's younger brother, Ricardo,
Mhm.
he's doesn't care. Neither does Freddie at this point.
Yeah. So
And I think I told you this story, but I was like, "Hey, man, do you not care?" I texted him, and he's like, "No, I don't care anymore. I know I'm going to lose." I said, "Well, could I just have one of your players?" He's like, "Absolutely. Who do you want?" I was like, "Yo, give me Travis Kelce." He's like, "All right, deal." Like, and I was like, "I'm sending you the trade right now," and he doesn't care. So I like gave him a decent player, but not Travis Kelce like status.
Mhm.
And so it's pending. It's pending. I hit him up. I said, "Hey, man, like trade's there. Are you going to approve it?" He's like, "Send me $5 and I'll approve it." And I was like, "You son of a bitch!" It's like,
I
"I'll
love
send you
it.
$5."
Dude, next year, to prevent people from giving up, I want to make a rule for next year that
A loser's bet.
whoever comes in last place has to pay like an extra whatever.
Yeah. Or
Like loser has to pay money to motivate people to like want to win. Because it makes it not as fun if like half the people check out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or like has to do like my brother has to do like a dare or something like that. Like you have to like post pictures and make sure you
loser next year has to shave both of their eyebrows off.
Woo. Oh man. I don't know about that.
Whoa.
Or shave their head.
Yeah. That's not as extreme. You can either choose. You can either do your whole head or one eyebrow.
Or wax your butthole.
No. No.
Just get your butthole.
It's funny that you bring up a waxed butthole because last night for the first time I saw a
Somebody licked my ass.
no. Last night I watched the Your Mom's House live podcast.
Uh-huh.
And I got to see a lot of nasty things, but they opened up the show with this guy. I forget.
Did you pay for it?
Yeah, it was like $10.
Oh.
The guy's name is like Pierce something. He's like famous for sticking sticking stuff in his ass. And they open it up with a clip of him. He has this turkey, like this raw turkey hanging with like a strap-on dildo to it. And it's like on this like kind of like swing apparatus. And he's got the turkey swinging and it's just like going in his ass. And that's how it opened up the clip. Tom started out, he's like, okay, we're gonna make this live show available all the way through the Thanksgiving weekend. He's like, so if you're with your family, have Meemaw, Pop, have your aunt, everybody sit down and watch this together. He's like trying to act like it was a family show, and then opened up with that. And I was like, but dude, that was, as far as like the most of the clips that they showed on there, that was nothing.
You paid $10 for that to see a dude getting fucked by a dead turkey.
Essentially, yeah.
Yo, you're a different type of special. $10, no way, dude.
No, it was a funny episode. There was a lot of gnarly clips on there.
Yeah. Is it just like a PayPal kind of thing? You just like log in, you pay $10 and you get a code or something?
Yeah, you go to virtualymh.com and just click buy.
It's weird that they're doing it like on a Friday at like 6 p.m. because I saw you tweeting about it and I was like, why is it so late?
Oh yeah, I was tweeting about it. What did I tweet about it? Let me see here. Dude, I'm notorious for like The only time I get on Twitter
is when you have some random thoughts.
Yeah. I thought this was a solid tweet, though.
Yeah.
I tweeted Fart Simpson is a ween. Oh, yeah. So the Zoom segment is so bad. Oh, yeah. They did like this acting, like they tried to do like a skit or whatever act like it was like a Zoom call between them. And it was really bad. So I tweeted that was bad. And they have this guy, Fart Simpson. He like makes all these, like he takes clips from their show and like makes songs out of them. And there was like a cartoon version of Fart Simpson, and like there was like a cartoon thing, and he had on like a Ween shirt. And so I tweeted, is Fart Simpson a Ween fan? And that was it. So relatively good night for drunk Twitter.
Yeah.
I've woken up sometimes after going on Twitter rants and being like, oh God.
Yeah.
Delete. Tweet and delete.
Talking about stream of consciousness.
Who was talking about that?
Well, like tweeting. You're just like typing out what's in your head at the moment.
Sure. Yeah, okay. Got it.
Who was talking about that?
You're not. Hey, I'm the segue king here.
I am. Did you watch the Dave Chappelle, Joe Rogan thing? Or no, it was Tom Green. He was talking to Tom Green about Kanye.
No, the last one that I watched was him with Donnell.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle showed up. There's
Really?
a clip with him, Dave Chappelle, and Donnell.
I feel like I remember. That's the reason I clicked on it, is because it said both of them, but I got into the episode and I forgot. Obviously, I didn't finish it because I didn't see Dave Chappelle show up.
Yeah, he showed up, but they were talking about Kanye, and I like Joe, but when he gets on his like high horse and he's like, I hate it when people call Kanye crazy, and it bothers me because similar to like when Kanye went to TMZ and he had that whole rant, remember that like 2-3 years ago, where like Van Lathan was saying like, your reality is not based in our truth, and Joe's like, and that goes to Joe saying like, I hate it when people call him crazy because he's not. Like, he just has these stream of consciousness thoughts and it just comes out and it's amazing. And that's what gave us all his. And Joe's like, all his albums are amazing, which is not true.
Not true.
Not true.
Yeah.
But that Tom Green episode was amazing. I want one of those vans. Oh, yeah. Tom Green is living in a van right now.
He's living in a van?
Yeah. He like, I didn't see the clip, but apparently he's living in a van. It's like one of those like
it's like it's like a 4.5 hour episode, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
But it just bothers me when Joe, like, I like Joe, but when he puts people on a pedestal, which he hates, and he's like, Kanye is better than we think. And it's like, well, okay, but he also, like, when Kanye thinks, he also has to think about the repercussions. Like, not a lot of people live his life
from prison. From prison, dude. That's where I got it from.
Little pumpkin head. Like, what do you think? I know we've talked about Kanye a lot, but it just like bothers me.
So I'm sorry, like, repeat again. Like, I'm trying to grasp of like what like your point is. You don't like that Joe.
Yeah.
What?
And like people. Yeah, I don't like that Joe like gives Kanye the benefit of the doubt all the time because he's talked with him. And he's like, I hate that Kanye is only like, people only see 60-second clips of him and they just they make their assumptions about Kanye from these clips that they see online. That he's like, that's why I wanted to have this interview with Kanye. But also Kanye doesn't live in this truth that like, you know, live through Jesus and like we'll change the world and we're not in prison. Yeah, like Kanye sometimes doesn't even know what he's saying, what Huggy's saying. And it just bothers me that, yeah, you could have a 3-hour conversation with Kanye and he could rant and rave all he wants, but it's still not in the truth that a lot of poor people who are like living. He's like, well, just change your mentality. And there's a lot of people, like I saw another clip on TikTok where it's like, is this like motivational TikTok page, and it was like, people don't need houses. And it was like this rich guy. He's like, houses are just products that banks want to sell you. You don't need a house. Don't live in homes. And it's like easy for you to say from your $1 million mansion, you fuckhead.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I kind of like see what you're getting at now. It's the whole, and don't get me wrong, the mentality part. He's talking about me. I get what you're saying about the mentality thing. I feel like that is important to an extent. Like you have to motivate yourself. You have to have you have to mentally set yourself on the right track. But that's not like, you can't just be like, okay, I'm going to think positive all day and then shit's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, and with Kanye, he's built this, record of like every time that he talks or tweets that everybody's like, oh, what's he going to say? Because it's going to be crazy. Yeah. And then when he sits down and tries to have these like real conversations, it's like he can't like shut that part of his brain off, and he'll start talking about one thing and then ramble for 45 minutes and get lost of where he's at, and then calls himself a genius. It might be a disorder. Like, I mean, obviously he's got some mental things going on.
But when it goes unchecked, Joe's like, we call it craziness. Like he's crazy or he's not mentally stable. And it's like, yeah. And he's like, Joe's like, I understand why he's like anti-medication, because it stops that. And I understand that also. But when like you say, why do you want to be president? And he's like, well, because God, I'm moving through God and God wants me to be president. It's like, no, bro, we don't need that right now. Like, have you not seen the last 4 years? Yeah. Let's get Joel Osteen to be president then. Fuck. Like, give me some fucking, like, what are you going to do when North Korea starts launching missiles at South Korea? You going to fucking play Yeezus? No, dude. Like, what are you going to do when COVID hits and there's fucking 17 plus million people that are unemployed?
Yeah.
Like, sell your fucking outrageously, like, don't tell me about how like people need to be set free, but then you sell shirts for $200. You sell Jesus socks at Coachella for fucking $80. Don't fucking like, fuck you, dude. And Joe's like, he's misunderstood. Nah, he's just on a
I think Joe kind of switched his stance on Kanye after he like talked with him in person, because I'm sure that Joe was really high, and like, as like whenever you're high, you kind of think on a different level, and like if someone's ranting or like you're having one of those conversations, you're going to be like, oh, well, I never thought about it like that before. So I'm sure that that's what happened. And but to Joe's credit, he did his best to keep Kanye on track. Like, like there was a part in the podcast where he was like, okay, if you're like seriously considering running for president, like I'm going to ask you a few questions. And like, he would ask him the question, Kanye would do his thing. And then after, Joe would be like, okay, but that doesn't answer. Like, he was like really trying to like keep him like, give me a real answer on this. Like, what are you going to do about student debt? And then he goes off and starts talking about whatever.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I don't remember how we got started talking about this.
I was just talking about where Joe validates, and Joe, like I said, I like Joe for the most part. But when you validate someone, say, hey, they're misunderstood or they're crazy, I get that opinion. And I know he tried his best, but it's just outrageous. And the fact that there's like, now there's memes going out, like the Joe bros, like people just who are like unabashedly Joe Rogan fans. And
take everything that he says. Like, it's Joe like, bros. I like that.
Yeah, it's just frustrating. The stream of conscience, like, it's all good and well, but when you give someone a platform and they get to just rant, you ask them a question, they just rant and don't answer questions. It's not useful. And then to say he's misunderstood.
Well, I think Kanye is probably misunderstood because his brain is so different. I don't think anyone really knows. I mean, first off, no one knows what it's like to be anyone else. Like, everyone has their own their own vision and their own thoughts of like what's going on in their head. And you could never really understand that of what another person is thinking. And then you take someone like Kanye with that personality, you're really never going to understand. And the closest you can get is having a conversation with them and having them try to explain. But to take it back to that, I think that we as a whole need to get off of this celebrities running for president thing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's not a good.
But when you talk about like people who are like geniuses or like extremely creative or just think differently, they've built their empire, quote unquote, right?
Sure.
You think about Pharrell. I've never heard Pharrell go on a rant. Pharrell's built his whole career around being a genius, whether it's clothing, skateboarding, music, film, documentaries, festivals. Jay-Z, same. One of the best artists we've known in our lifetime. He built Made in America Festival. He built Rockaware, Rock Nation Sports. Like a genius. You don't see him going on rants, right? Why do we give?
They're different people.
Yeah.
If Jay-Z had the same type of brain and personality as Kanye, and he went off on rants, people would listen to it. People would give him a platform just like they do Kanye.
I'm just saying if people can like, and I know I don't know anything about Jay-Z's life. Obviously, he's not bipolar, but like people like Kanye who has a mental disorder and talks about it, like he's like, I don't want to have medication. I don't want this and that. It's like, but it does help to an extent. Like you just need to find the right medication.
Yeah. I can't speak on it because like, I don't know what it's like to be bipolar. And I don't know what it's like. I don't know what that medication would make me feel like. You know, it's like if it fixes or curbs your bipolarness, but it makes you feel dead inside or like makes you feel like you've been neutered, for the lack of a better word. Like I wouldn't want that either. So it's kind of hard to.
Yeah, it's just watching him like defend Kanye to an extent was a little frustrating. It's like, we need to put these people in check, whether it's Kanye or anybody else. These fucking.
I didn't hear what he said, so I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's my 2 cents for today. I was just like, God
was he like Joe? Endorsing him for president, or was
no? He was just like they were talking about it, and he's like, Tom was like, I love that Kanye episode. Like it was really like interesting to watch, and he's like, yeah, it was. I really wanted him on, and we've been talking about having Kanye on. Like me and Kanye were talking for years to get him on, and it just seemed like the right moment. We talked, and you know, he's very interesting, and Tom was like, he's super interesting, and you know, he has these crazy thoughts, and Joe's like, yeah, and these crazy thoughts, like people, you know, they see clips of him and they put him to these clips, right? So this is Kanye, like slavery was a choice for the last 400 years. So you define Kanye by that clip.
Yeah. And then you let him kind of explain what he's talking about. Yeah.
But like people only want to see the clips, right? And so they're like, well, fuck Kanye. He said something ridiculous like that. Whereas you take it out of context. So I understand that point of view. But when that whole thing happened at TMZ, like Van Lathan, who just did an interview with Ebro, and it was really interesting to watch his side of the story of the whole thing, where he's like, and during that tense discussion at TMZ years ago, he's like, you're saying slavery is a choice. Like you've had time to think about that. And like, you've earned your career. You've earned the life you live, right? He's not, Van Lathan was saying that, like, you've done the work. You live this life. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. But there's a lot of people who don't get to live that life. And there's struggles of Black people and Latino people and Asian people that are grounded in reality that don't have the luxury of just like thinking slavery is a choice. And like when there's real life consequences for our actions out in the streets, for just walking across the street, for just going to the corner store, for just walking with a hoodie.
So you think that Kanye's so far removed from that actual reality that he can't speak on it anymore? Is that kind of like what you're saying?
Yeah, to an extent. And I think that's what Van was saying. And I think that's what a lot of people are saying. It's like, you talk about wanting to change the world and change society and like have us be free thinkers, but you create these items and it's your product. You can do whatever you want, but don't say I want to change society and like get people to break free of the chains of capitalism and all this shit. But then you go to Coachella and you sell socks for $80. Like, you're creating this mechanism, this machine that you want people to be free from.
Yeah, and I think I've never really put that much. Like, the thing with me is people can say anything. You can say any combination of words at any given time. You can talk out of your ass all you want. You can say, "Oh, I'm this, I'm going to be that, I'm going to do this." I don't really care about words. And I understand, like, don't take that out of context. Like, I understand, like, words are powerful. You can manipulate, you can do all kinds of bad things with words. But I'm more of like an action base. Like, don't tell me, just show, like, don't talk about it, just do it.
Yeah.
Don't.
So in that instance, Kanye's talking a lot more than what he's actually doing, right?
Yeah, and I don't pay it. I don't let it.
Yeah, I try not to. I don't try to think about it. But when I'm, working from home and I'm working on a computer and I have the podcast, just playing just white noise, and I hear these things, it's like, well, he's doing great things. He's misunderstood. And it's like, well, you spoke to him and his words might mean something, but his actions are saying a different thing. And we're giving him a platform like Joe Rogan, where Joe's podcast, I don't even remember the number of views it got, but.
Well, he's always going to have a platform.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you just got to not listen to it. Goes back to, do you remember whenever we were first starting out in
the A's, B's or whatever? Like,
yeah, like you would get so upset from things that one of our previous bosses would say. And it would be like, he would say something to you and you would take it as like hard. When in reality, the thing that he actually said, like, I broke it down into systems. I was like, everybody has things that come out of their mouth that are on a scale of 1 to 5. Yeah. Ones are bullshit. It's, you just nod your head and say, okay, yeah, cool, story, whatever, and then forget it. 2, a little bit more important. Oh, there might be some grains of truth in there. Like, I'm going to dig into that a little bit more. 3, and it's like, okay, these some solid points. Like, I'm not going to discard this. 4, okay, this is a real thing. 5, this is gospel. This is truth. Yeah. And that dude would just spit out a bunch of 1s, 2s, and 3s. Yeah. Very rarely like a 4. I was like, dude, don't get caught up on these 1s, 2s, and 3s.
I know. And we're different. Like, I feel things a lot differently than you do.
Sure.
Like,
yeah, we're different people.
And like, that's the frustrating part of the way I think is
you hold on to it.
Well, it's just like, stop spewing these 1s and 2s. Like, just shut the fuck up. Like, just listen to yourself for a second.
That's not going to happen. You can't change people.
Some people can change. Some people are willing to change.
I know, but that's not what I said. I said you can't change people.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you can't change people.
You can.
No, people have to change themselves.
Well, fair enough. But oh. You put your orange beanie on and you're a fucking guru. I'll get off my soapbox. You got anything?
Nah, I hadn't thought about Kanye in a while.
Yeah.
What
do you got going on today?
Today is a very chill day.
Nice.
As is every Saturday. I try to have my weekends be stress free. So what's on the agenda?
What's the weather like over there?
I haven't been outside today, but it has been like unusually warm.
Yeah, same, dude. It was like 80 degrees yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday it was like 60 something. Right now it's 45.
Dude, I'd kill for 45 right now. I haven't seen rain in fucking weeks. I'm like, can we get some rain? Or just like, it gets real foggy in the morning, then it lifts by like 10. And I'm just like, can we just have a chill Saturday where it's just foggy and rainy? Like, kind of makes me miss Portland for a little bit. Like,
dude, that's honestly, that's like one of the main reasons that I moved there, is because I love the rain. Like, I love the cloudy day vibes. I'm here for it. Anytime that it rains, I'm like, I love it. I go to sleep every night with rain sounds.
Dude, those lo-fi like hip hop beats and some fog and some rain. We would do that. Put on some old country.
It's the vibe, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. There's a big thing actually happening this evening.
Oh,
Bedlam. It's actually what I titled this, I think. So
is that what the rivalry is called? Bedlam?
Bedlam, yeah. So this
I thought that was Red River. Red River is it?
That's that's OU Texas.
Oh.
So whether you have a shitty season or not, there's always two games that you want to win, and that's Texas and OSU.
Have they played Texas?
Yeah, we beat Texas.
Okay.
But dude, with these two games every year, it's always like you can have OU with an undefeated season, and then OSU or Texas comes in and like, dude, these are a complete gamble. Like you never know. And this year, OU and OSU are closer. Like with, I think OSU, I think OSU is ranked number 14th and OU is ranked number 16th.
Where's it at?
It's in Norman. There's going to be a college game day
at OU. That's Norman.
Yep.
Oh.
And I just realized I'm wearing orange on Bedlam. What am I doing? I
gotta
take this off, dude.
All right.
Oh my god.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh my god. I didn't even realize what I was doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care if I'm being honest.
Well, just pick them. Like, let's just look at. So if you don't care,
I'll pick OU just because you were my old roommate. How about that? I'm loyal to Clay. I love you, Bobby, but you only eat chicken fingers, and this guy eats kimchi. I'm loyal to Clay.
I don't even know what that means, dude. Oh my god! So we're both a fan of sauces, like hot sauces. We both like hot ones. We love, dude. I came across these gyms. I don't know the name. Hold on, I'm gonna go get them real quick.
Oh, damn! Just dropping everything today. Just me and the mic. What's up, guys? I gotta go soon too, so
you gotta go.
I gotta go soon, so
all right.
We'll wrap it up on this.
The brand is Lily's.
Take off Bobby's thing so I could.
Oh, dude, Lily's. these aren't hot sauces. These are barbecue sauces.
Lily's.
Dude, this one tastes like a mixture of like really good barbecue sauce with mustard, like a hint of mustard.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, dude, I've had this one before. Carolina barbecue, dude, you can literally put this on anything. Like I put some of this on my eggs this morning, dude.
I want to check it out.
Lily's barbecue is the shit.
The blue, no pies for me.
Dude, I've been noticing these middle finger emojis. How, like, do you have to have like a special thing for that, or have they always been there?
They've always been there. What are you talking about?
Really?
Yeah.
Because Bobby sent me one of those the other day.
Yeah,
and I was like, where did he get that?
So go to the fingers.
I'm looking right now. I don't see it on mine.
It's under the robot arm.
Oh my god.
You dummy.
It is.
Yeah.
Huh. I was like, man, there's like a jailbreak version of emojis or something.
Bobby's more advanced than I am.
I'm so stupid. I've probably used it before and just didn't remember.
Yeah. But all right, I'll check those hot sauces out. Or those sauces, I should say.
Yeah, I got them at Kroger. I don't know if you guys have a Kroger there.
HEB, dog.
HEB.
HEB's got everything though. But
let me run through topic pulse real quick before you go. See if there's anything that we're missing. I do kind of have to poop too, so that's good timing. Dude, I've been having to I haven't been avoiding eggs, but I've been noticing like as I get older, my body is reacting to foods differently.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've never had any problem with eating eggs my entire life. And over like the past year, I guess, every time I eat eggs, they like upset my stomach. I'm like, is it the yolk? Is it the yolk? I don't know what it is. So I was experimenting today with like mostly egg whites and leaving out some of the yolk.
You do
And
egg beaters?
No, I always just do eggs.
I'm just saying, like, do egg beaters. That's all egg whites.
Yeah. Well, after doing just the egg whites today, my stomach feels a little bit better, but I'm sad I might not be able to eat eggs anymore.
Yeah, that's how I feel about dairy. It's like I used to chug milk, and now I'm like,
oof.
As a kid, like now I'm just like almond milk, baby.
I have a weird relationship with milk because I was like forced to drink it.
Yeah, we talked about it last podcast.
I know. I'll do chocolate milk all day. But
yeah, even chocolate milk. I'm like, I used to drink it so much, and I'm like,
not for you, huh?
I'll pass. Yeah. All right. You guys have a wonderful Saturday. OU, let's go.
Boomer Sooner. We will be back next week. I'm gonna poop, and Miho's gonna go nowhere. He's gonna.
I got some brunch plans.
Oh, he's got some brunch plans.
Yeah,
he's got some brunch plans.
All right,
he's gonna go eat some ass.
What is that?
Love you so much.